I like fast cars, whiskey, and you.
Welcome back again, Whiskey Whippers and Spirit Sippers. 1-1 here again, and today we track down the Balvenie Caribbean Cask, 14-year-old single malt.
What else you need to know?
As a lot of you guys know, I'm definitely into rum. Always consider myself definitely a lot more of a rum man. That's usually what I drank, but been hauled into this world of whiskey ever since the Giant Tamer hooked me up with the Game of Thrones collection. And I've been having an absolute blast just going through, tasting a bunch of whiskeys as a rookie, and we caught another one today. Everyone said, you love rum, you're loving whiskey, why not try something that's supposedly been paired absolutely beautifully together? So let's check it out today. Once again, the Balvenie 14 single malt. Picked this one up for $76.99. Kind of pricey. You better be good. Oh, there is nothing cheap about whiskey, but hey, if it's going to be worth it, it's going to be worth it. Only had a few misses, and we hope this is not that. But aged for 14 years and then finished off in Caribbean rum cask, I think this is going to be absolutely delicious. Balvenie, let's get it.
Do it. Do it.
Don't know really much about this other than, like I said, I heard about it, and then the guy in the store, after listening to me talk for a while, he was like, yeah, you love rum, you like whiskey, I mean, it seems like a perfect marriage, and I was like, you know what, it kind of does, doesn't it? So, let's get it in, seems right, hopefully it's not too good to be true, too perfect of a marriage. I'm sure I've seen a review about this somewhere way back when, but I've probably seen 1,000 reviews since then, and honestly, don't even remember what they said about it. So, going to be coming at it pretty fresh and looking forward to this one. Not the greatest cork pop. But lately, the better cork pops haven't been that good, and the not so good cork pops have been amazing. So, maybe this is more on the right track than you'd think. Let's get a pour. Ew. Well, you already know it's 14 years, so we're going to go ahead and let this sit in for 14 minutes, let it settle in the glass a little bit. Already smells pretty good. I'm excited. 14 minutes and we'll be back at it.
Tick-tock, mother...
Alright, and we're back. It's been 14 minutes. I'm super excited to taste this. Finished whiskey. I guess I should say whiskey finished in Caribbean rum cask. I'm excited to taste this. Is it going to be the best of both worlds? Is it going to be an absolute catastrophe? Is it going to be a marriage that should have never made? Let's find out. On the smell. It's honey. It smells a lot like a Cardew, actually. It smells like the Game of Thrones Cardew. A little more honey than that, but a lot like that Cardew, actually. A whole lot like House Targaryen. Get a little bit of that rum finish smell. Not too much, though, and not super sweet rum either. Almost like a spiced rum. Yeah, when they say Caribbean rum, I wonder if it was a spiced rum that they finished this in. Almost like honey and a light tobacco smell. Interesting. Well, I'm super excited to taste this. Let's get it. Prost. Wow. That's interesting. Almost like a caramel taste. And when it's going in, it almost feels, instead of like the perfect blend, it's almost like they're fighting each other, but in a tasty way. Like it's almost like they're both like giving their best, trying to fight, like both trying to show out. So you get like the best of both worlds, whiskey and rum. But yeah, it's weird. It's not like this smooth little buttery taste that wow, I'm gonna have to go on for a second one. But yeah, it's almost like they were fighting each other for who was going to be the dominant flavor. Interesting. It's the first time I've had it almost leaves like a little salty flavor on your lips too, because it wasn't real salty drinking. That's interesting. Almost like a Talisker a little bit. Crazy. Yeah, it's just on the smell. It's just a real light, sweet, floral. Honey, vanilla with a tiny bit of leather tobacco on the back of it. Very piratey. That's got to just be my mind thinking that way. You think, Caribbean finished, I don't know, my brain instantly started thinking pirates. Oh, it's not super complex. I mean, it feels pretty much like, really, a lot like the Cardu. It's not bursting with flavors. It's not going crazy. It's not unpleasant in any way. It's just kind of there. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just pleasantly okay. Again, this is just the neck pour. I'm sure when I drink it down a little bit and we get a little more air into it, it'll open up, even more. But right out of the gate, first impressions, it's a tiny bit blasé. Let's put a little water in it and see if that changes anything. It's weird, that little salty mix, though, it has. Like, smelling it, tasting it, it does have the tiniest bit of, like, a salt flavor. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I mean, it might be... It's $76. It's probably a little expensive for this one. This one probably should be more down in about the $50 range. But it is 14 years, so, I mean, you do have to take into account. It's 14 years of looking after barrels, so I've got to take that into account. With the with the water, it brings out the barrels a little bit. It smells, brings out a little bit of that barrel tannin smell. A little bit of that oaky smell. Still get the honey and a little bit of that light tobacco leather on the background. Yeah, I can't believe how much like Cardu this smells like. Because I know the Balvenie, I believe the Balvenies had their own distillery like 5 generations deep. I'm pretty sure they're their own thing. But they taste a lot like Cardu. Alright, let's give it another taste. Cheers. Smoothed out the flavor a little bit. Took out a little bit of that tartness and kind of gave it more of a little honey caramel taste. Real nice silky honey caramel flavor. This might be my second whiskey. I actually think is a tad bit better with water than without. Yeah, Macallan Classic Cut 2018 being the first one. This might be the second one that's just a little bit better with water. The water didn't open up. It doesn't open up the nose a whole lot. But the flavor, boy, it sure made it a lot silkier and smoother and sweeter. But yeah, it didn't do too much for the nose. Yeah, I think this is whiskey number 2 that I have to advocate. It actually tastes a little bit better with a couple dashes of water in it. Not too much, just a couple drops. Time to see what it tastes like over some ice. All right, we got a little diamond ice cube in there. Still not a great pop. Let's get a pour. Let it settle in there just for a little bit. Cool off. Nothing super exciting about this one. I mean, again, it's not bad. It's just not great. It's just one more. It's like that first whiskey that's a whole lot of okay. Let's see if it gets a little better on the ice. With the water in it, it definitely woke up. With the ice, it gives it that tang that the ice usually brings to whiskey. I do like that. I do like ice in a lot of my whiskeys. I'm not gonna lie. It just gives it that weird, not tart, but just that tangy smell and flavor that I like. Kind of broke out some vanilla there now. Yeah, a lot of vanilla just opened up with the ice. That's interesting. Still get the tiniest bit of that leather and tobacco on the back end, which is weird. I think this is the first time I've actually had that. I always wondered, like, leather and tobacco, what are people talking about? But I get it. Like, that's the back end of this. That's exactly how I'd describe it. Some weird. Another first broken in this walk-on whiskey. Alright, let's see how it tastes on ice. Slander. Little lemon tartness, all the caramel, all that stuff went away. Like a little bit of citrus tartness. Man, like has a real vanilla bomb smell to it, but not on the taste at all. Not a whole lot there. A little bit of a lemon zip tang. Well, the Balvenie, I gotta say, this one, just gonna fall right there in the middle. It's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, it is 43% APV, so I mean it's 86 proof. Just not a lot there. I mean, it's okay, but I think because of how expensive it is, I mean, that's a lot of money for something that's just okay. I think we got to knock this one down to on a scale of 1 to 10. I think I'd score this one at a 7.5. It's not horrible. It's not. I mean, if somebody offered it to you, you wouldn't be totally bummed out. You just wouldn't be super excited. So yeah, this is another one that's not way up on the hit list. But again, it's nothing terrible. Break it out, drink it with some friends, and I can tell you what's going with me tomorrow night to the poker table. I know it's what I'm bringing to the home poker game tomorrow night. So we'll get everybody else's view and opinions on it and see what they think. So I want to thank everybody that's stopping by and walking through this world of whiskey with me. Still having a blast. Still have a whole bunch more coming down the way. So stay tuned, and there'll be another one down the pipe soon. So until we see you guys next time, you guys have a great rest of the week. Cheers.